If you're over 50 and someone told you creatine is dangerous, this video might completely change your mind. Creatine has a terrible reputation among older adults. People immediately think about kidney damage, dehydration, heart problems, or supplements being risky at your age. You've probably heard at least one of those warnings, maybe even from someone who meant well. But here's the truth most people never hear. A lot of those fears are outdated, misunderstood, or taken completely out of context. Creatine is actually one of the most researched supplements in the world, and much of the science paints a very different picture than the scary rumors floating around online or at the gym. The problem is, most explanations stop at, "It's safe," without explaining why, how it works in an aging body, or who should actually be cautious. That lack of detail is what creates fear. Today, I'm breaking down the real truth about creatine after 50. The stuff most doctors never fully explain, in 7 simple practical points. No hype, no bro science, and no pressure. Just clear information so you can decide for yourself whether creatine makes sense for your health, strength, energy, and daily life as you get older. And trust me, number 7 is the one that catches almost everyone by surprise. But before we begin, drop your name and the city you're watching from in the comments below. Alright, let's jump right in. Point 1. Your energy drops for a real reason. After 50, your body naturally produces less ATP, which is the main energy fuel your cells rely on to function. ATP is what powers every movement you make, from standing up out of a chair to walking across the room or carrying groceries. When ATP levels drop, everything starts to feel harder. Tasks that once felt automatic suddenly require more effort, more focus, and more recovery time. This isn't a sign of laziness or weakness. It's a normal biological shift that happens with aging. This is where creatine comes in, and why it's so misunderstood. Creatine plays a direct role in helping your body regenerate ATP quickly. Think of it as a rapid recharge system for your cells. When ATP gets used up, creatine helps rebuild it faster, so your muscles and tissues have energy available when they need it. This process isn't about extreme workouts or bodybuilding, it's about basic movement and daily function. With better ATP availability, many people over 50 notice that everyday activities feel smoother and less exhausting. Standing up feels more stable, walking feels lighter, stairs don't drain you the way they used to. You may even notice that you recover faster after physical activity, instead of feeling wiped out for the rest of the day. That's because your cells aren't constantly running on empty. What's important to understand is that this benefit comes from consistent support, not instant stimulation. Creatine doesn't give you a sudden energy buzz. Instead, it quietly improves your body's ability to produce usable energy where it matters most. It's basic biology, not gym hype. By supporting ATP production, creatine helps restore a level of energy that aging naturally takes away, allowing you to move, function, and live with more confidence in your daily life. Point 2. Muscle loss is happening whether you notice it or not. After age 50, your body naturally starts losing muscle at a rate of about 1 to 2% every single year if you don't actively push back. This process is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the biggest hidden reasons people lose strength, balance, and independence as they get older. It's not just about looking less muscular, it's about struggling to carry groceries, get up from a chair, or maintain steady movement throughout the day. The scary part is that muscle loss can happen quietly, without you even noticing, until everyday tasks suddenly feel much harder than they used to. This is where creatine becomes incredibly valuable. Creatine helps your muscles hold more energy and respond better to movement, even if you're not doing intense workouts. You don't need to be lifting heavy weights or training like an athlete to benefit. Light resistance training, walking, or basic daily activity combined with creatine can help slow muscle breakdown and support muscle preservation. Many older adults notice their muscles feel fuller, stronger, and more responsive over time. And this isn't about chasing a bodybuilding physique. It's about maintaining the muscle you already have so your body continues to work for you, not against you. Preserving muscle means better posture, stronger joints, improved balance, and less risk of falls. It also means staying independent longer, doing things on your own terms without relying on constant help. Creatine doesn't stop aging, but it helps your body age with more strength, stability, and confidence, which is exactly what most people want after 50. Point 3. The kidney fear is mostly a myth. Here's the part that scares most people away, and it really shouldn't. In healthy adults, creatine does not damage kidney function. This idea has been repeated for years, but it's based on misunderstanding, not solid evidence. Decades of research, including long-term studies, consistently show that creatine is safe when taken at normal doses, even for older adults. What often causes confusion is something called creatinine. When you take creatine, creatinine levels in the blood can rise slightly. Doctors measure creatinine as a marker, so people assume higher numbers mean kidney damage. But here's the key point. Creatinine is simply a waste product, not proof of kidney stress or failure. Your kidneys are designed to filter it out every single day. For most healthy people, this small increase is harmless and expected. It doesn't mean your kidneys are being overworked or damaged. It just means there's more creatine in your system doing its job. The real issue comes when people don't hydrate properly. Creatine pulls water into your muscles, so drinking enough fluids is important. When hydration is good, your kidneys handle creatine just fine. Of course, if someone already has serious kidney disease or specific medical conditions, they should talk to a doctor first. But for the average healthy adult over 50, creatine isn't the danger it's often made out to be. In fact, avoiding it out of fear may mean missing out on strength, energy, and muscle support that become increasingly important with age. Point 4. Creatine works on your brain too. Your brain uses a massive amount of energy every single day, even more than your muscles. After age 50, the brain becomes less efficient at producing and recycling its own creatine, which can affect how sharp, focused, and mentally resilient you feel. That's why things like brain fog, slower thinking, forgetfulness, or mental fatigue become more common with age. This isn't a lack of intelligence, it's an energy issue. Creatine helps by supporting ATP production in the brain, the same way it does in muscles. ATP is the fuel your brain cells rely on to communicate, process information, and handle stress. When ATP levels drop, thinking feels harder. Supplementing with creatine gives your brain extra support, helping it maintain energy during mentally demanding situations. Many people who take creatine after 50 report clearer thinking, better focus, and improved memory recall. Others notice they feel less mentally drained at the end of the day or more calm and steady during stressful moments. It's not a stimulant, and it doesn't give you a buzz. Instead, it works quietly in the background, like a backup battery that kicks in when your brain needs extra power. What makes this especially interesting is that creatine may also support mood and mental resilience. When your brain has enough energy, it handles pressure better, recovers faster, and feels less overwhelmed. So while most people think creatine is only about muscles, its benefits for brain health might be just as important, especially as you age. Point 5. Balance and stability improve. Here's something almost nobody talks about when it comes to creatine, especially after 50, balance and stability. Most people think creatine only helps big, visible muscles like your chest or arms, but in reality, it also supports the smaller stabilizer muscles in your legs, hips, and core, the muscles that quietly keep you upright every single day. These muscles are working constantly when you walk, turn, stand up from a chair, or catch yourself if you lose balance. As we age, these stabilizer muscles tend to weaken faster than we realize. That's one of the main reasons falls become more common over time. It's not always about strength. It's about control, coordination, and quick muscle response. Creatine helps improve muscle energy availability, which allows these small muscles to activate faster and work more efficiently. That means better control when you move, stop, or change direction. For many older adults, this translates into fewer stumbles, fewer near falls, and a noticeable boost in confidence during everyday movement. Walking feels steadier, turning feels smoother. Even simple tasks like stepping off a curb or getting out of bed feel more controlled. This benefit isn't about lifting heavier weights or training harder in the gym. It's about staying independent and feeling secure in your own body. When your balance improves, fear of falling decreases. And that alone can dramatically improve quality of life. Creatine quietly supports that foundation, helping your body stay stable, responsive, and confident as you move through your day. Point 6. Weight gain isn't what you think. Yes, the scale might go up a little when you start taking creatine, and this is where a lot of people panic for no reason. But here's the important part. That weight is not fat. It's water being pulled inside your muscle cells, exactly where it's supposed to be. Creatine helps muscles hold onto water, making them more hydrated, more resilient, and better protected. This isn't a bad thing. It's actually one of the reasons creatine works so well. Hydrated muscles perform better. They contract more efficiently, recover faster, and handle stress with less strain. After 50, this becomes even more important because joints, tendons, and connective tissue naturally become less forgiving. Well-hydrated muscles act like shock absorbers, helping protect your joints during everyday movements like walking, lifting groceries, or standing up from a chair. Another thing most people don't realize is that this extra water often makes muscles look firmer and healthier, not bulky. Many people notice they feel stronger, more stable, and less achy, even if the scale shows a small increase. That's why obsessing over scale weight can be misleading, especially as you age. Instead of asking, "What does the scale say?" a better question is, "How do I feel?" Are movements easier? Do you feel stronger, more energized, more confident in your body? Those changes matter far more than a number. After 50, progress isn't about weighing less. It's about moving better, feeling stronger, and protecting your body for the long run. Point 7. Avoiding creatine might be the real risk. When you look at the full picture, creatine does far more than help you lift weights or build muscle. It supports strength, daily energy, muscle preservation, brain function, balance, and recovery, exactly the areas that naturally decline as we get older. After 50, your body isn't broken, but it does become less efficient at producing energy and maintaining muscle and power. Creatine helps fill in those gaps by supporting basic cellular energy and muscle function in a simple, well-researched way. That's why many researchers and health experts now call creatine one of the most powerful supplements for healthy aging. And no, this isn't about chasing youth or trying to look like a bodybuilder. It's about staying capable. It's about getting up from a chair without struggling, walking with confidence, carrying groceries without feeling wiped out, and staying mentally sharp through a long day. Creatine supports the foundation of those abilities by helping your muscles stay stronger and your brain stay energized. Over time, that support can add up to better quality of life and more independence. What makes creatine unique is how practical it is. It's affordable, widely studied, and easy to use. When taken at normal doses and paired with good hydration, it has an excellent safety profile for healthy adults. That combination of effectiveness and safety is rare in the supplement world. Creatine isn't a miracle cure, and it won't stop aging, but it can help you age better. Think of creatine as smart support for a changing body, not anti-aging magic, not hype. Just a simple tool that helps your body keep doing what it was designed to do: move, think, and live with strength and confidence as the years go by. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you avoided creatine because you were worried it might be unsafe after 50? Or are you already using it and noticing benefits like better energy, strength, or recovery? Everyone's experience is different, and your story might help someone else who's still on the fence. There's a lot of confusion and fear around creatine, especially for older adults, and most of it comes from outdated information or misunderstanding. That's why these conversations matter. Whether you're curious, cautious, or already confident with it, drop a comment and let me know where you're at right now. And if this video helped clear things up, let me know what you want to see next. Do you want a simple breakdown of the best creatine dosage after 50? A video on possible side effects and how to avoid them? Or a beginner-friendly protocol that's safe, simple, and easy to follow? Hit the like button if this was useful, subscribe for more honest, science-backed content about strength and healthy aging, and tell me what topic you want next. I'll see you in the next one.